Is platinum a good investment? I'm not a big fan of banks. Okay, banking, the whole system there and everything else. You put your money in the bank, they take your money and they're spending it, and you don't know what they're spending it on. They overthrew the Glass-Steagall Act years ago, where they were only allowed to spend a certain portion of your money that was put in place after the Great Depression because of the run on the banks and everything else. Again, you have to study this issue if you want to know more about it, but basically the bank now can spend pretty much all of your money. That's why if you go in and you say, I'd like to take out $4,000 or $5,000 in cash or something to buy a vehicle or some other big purchase, the bankers will panic and well, I don't know if we can get that much right now. They don't have your money. They spend it. Okay, so if you're saved and you're looking for ways to, where should I put my money and whatever else, just savings and things like that, especially with very uncertain times coming. I understand in the book of James that it talks about people heaping together gold and silver for the last days, and it's a negative thing. Basically, they can't use it. Well, that's written to the Jews, first and foremost, the book of James. But secondly, I think that's down the road quite a bit. But the currency issue right now is very volatile. So if you have money that you can put into savings or whatever else, you can look into it yourself. I'm not telling anybody what to do. I'm a preacher, not a financial advisor. But just something I found about platinum, because not many people talk about platinum, and I found this out, and I think this is something to take note of. Okay, let me show you what I found here. First and foremost, what do you think of when you think platinum? Well, is it worth more or less than gold? Most people would say more, right? I mean, the thing of the music industry, that's why I have this page up here. If you have 500,000 albums sold, it's said to go gold. If you get 1 million, twice that, it's platinum. And then 2 million or more, it's multi-platinum. So it's just a commonly accepted thing that platinum is worth more than gold. All right. If you look up a 10-year history of platinum, this goes way back beyond 10 years. This goes back to 1890s, the 1800s. It's down here, and it's maybe $1 or so an ounce. But you go up here to the mid 2000s, between 2005 and 2010, it's up over $2,000 an ounce. Now it's down below $1,000 an ounce here in 2022. I'll show you another chart here. Chartoasis.com, 2012. See, it's up here at about $1,730 an ounce. Right now, it's below $974.30. So it's come way down here in the last number of years, the last 6 years or so. Platinum has come down. Now, is there a reason to think that it's going to go higher? Yes, and I'll show you why here in just a minute. But you can come to apmex.com, or there's other precious metal websites, and you can see that gold right now is at $1,774 an ounce. All right, that's the spot price, is what they would call that. And silver is $19.41 an ounce, so silver is quite a bit cheaper. But look at platinum. Platinum is $879.50. So it used to be worth more than gold, so much so that we have industry standards of the music albums. You have gold and platinum's above it. So, but now it's roughly half the value of gold. Interesting. Is there something that will cause it to go up in the future? I'll get to that in a minute. But I remember back when I first started looking into the precious metals thing many years ago, I'd say probably early 2000s, 2001 to 2003 or so in there. Palladium was just, I forget what it was, a couple $100 an ounce, and I thought, what is palladium? What's the big deal? It wasn't really all that valuable or anything else. I just never bothered to look into it or buy any of it or anything else. But why is palladium spiked so much? $1,964.50. It's worth more than gold now. Why? Well, because palladium is one of the main metals in catalytic converters. And it's also the country that produces the most palladium is Russia. So now all the different countries that have put sanctions on Russia, now they can't get palladium. and the car manufacturers are saying we need palladium, demand goes up and there's not much supply, boom, price goes way up. If there's a lot of supply and not much demand, price goes way down. So again, understanding this basic rule of economics. Okay, supply and demand. That's the most basic rule out there with economics. So, is there much of a demand for platinum right now? No, it's half the value of gold. It's come way down. What's the supply like? Well, I assume fairly good. Probably a decent amount of platinum. And again, you can, I'll just show you here real quick on this website. Here's a 2-gram little bar of platinum. It'd be very small, but 89.54, 61.27 for 1 gram. So you can buy it without a huge amount of money. You don't have to spend, 1 ounce platinum bar is $979.49. They're as low as if you pay with, bank transfer and whatever else. Again, you have to look into this whole thing yourself. And you say, wait, it's $879.50, but yet the 1 ounce there is $979.49. Yeah, well, this is the spot price up here, but then you have the other price of the premiums and things that are added on to it, because it's not just a piece of metal that you're buying. It actually is, engraved and really looks nice and whatever else. So there's value added there, and then of course, the going rates for it and everything else. Again, you can study that whole thing there. But is there a use? Will the demand for platinum go up? Here's an interesting thing. Here we have bullionvault.com, platinum's industrial use interactive chart. Platinum is primarily used as an industrial metal today. Some estimates say it now helps create 1/5 of all manufactured objects. Right, and then it goes down through here. It says here, today those features of platinum make platinum invaluable to a high range of industrial processes and products, from fertilizers to fiberglass, anti-cancer drugs to thermocouples in furnaces and kilns. Fertilizers. Interesting there. We'll get back to that here in a little bit. Auto catalysts. So it is actually used in catalytic converters as well. Okay, where's the thing here? Most exciting, the growing hydrogen economy needs increasing quantities of platinum to help create green electricity as a competitor and complement to battery electric technologies. So a lot of the green technology stuff, they're also going to be using platinum. Pretty interesting. Here it talks again about auto catalysts. Platinum's single heaviest use currently comes from the auto sector, where the metal is used to reduce harmful emissions, most notably from diesel engines. Placed in the exhaust system of a truck or car, a very fine coating of platinum speeds up the reaction of oxygen with both deadly carbon monoxide and hydrocarbons, turning them into less harmful carbon dioxide and water, and also reducing the output of sulfur particles. So catalytic converters right there. The price, they're becoming very much in demand, and people are having to go out and replace them because there's so much theft with it right now. Chemical industry right there. Seeing here, I have a printed out version of it. That's why I'm looking down right now. Where's the thing at here? Making nitrogen fertilizers vital to farming. Right there. Again, you see the thing of fertilizers. Nylon, polyurethane, and a host of other everyday plastics. A lot of plastics there. Electrical and electronic use. The late 20th century's revolution in digital data storage was enabled by platinum coated onto the platters used in hard disk drives. Demand peaked in 2000, with thrifting by technology manufacturers then coinciding with a slowdown in new hard disk drive shipments. That trend has now reversed thanks to the COVID pandemic's surge in home computer use, and most especially the boom in cloud computing offered by giant server farms owned by firms led by Amazon Web Services, needed to service work from home, video conferencing, and online shopping. I realize a lot of people are going back to their jobs now, but still, a lot of the computer technology type of stuff is going to be a big thing in the future. Again, glass manufacturing. I'm not going to read this whole thing. If you want to read the article, here I'll try to put a link to it in the description box. But it goes down through medical and biomedical. A lot of things that people are, getting into and things there. But other industrial uses here. Platinum's resistance to both corrosion and very high heat make it ideal for a huge range of industrial sensors, from thermocouples and furnaces to exhaust gas control systems and carbon monoxide detectors in homes and offices, as well as high-spec laboratory equipment. Platinum-based coatings protect jet engine blades. It's found on the tip of high-performance spark plugs and fuel cell technology as a fast-growing alternative to gasoline and diesel combustion engines. Hydrogen is mixed with oxygen and passed over a platinum catalyst, speeding their chemical reaction, producing pure water plus electricity. So definitely a lot of uses, but the one big one that we've seen there is the thing about fertilizer. Where was that at? Let me see if I can find that again. Okay, right there, from fertilizers to fiberglass. Okay, fertilizers. Just type in fertilizer shortage. Global food crisis looms as fertilizer supplies dwindle. NationalGeographic.com. As sanctions bite, Russia fertilizer shortage imperils. Reuters. Pointer.org. The world food supply is at risk due to a global fertilizer shortage. Bloomberg. Can the world feed itself? Historic fertilizer shortage type of thing there. Run up in prices and shortage. A fertilizer shortage worsened by war in Ukraine. CNBC. So, and you just go down through it. Just fertilizer shortages like crazy. So, what I'm thinking is, what I've learned over the years, the way I was raised is, you work hard and you take your money and you put your money in the bank. And that's good. That's responsible. What they don't tell you is that money, the currency, the paper currency, is constantly being devalued. Right? It's losing value. So you put it in there, and the rate of which your savings account, the interest that they give you, 2% or something like that, inflation is going up 8.5%, 9%, whatever else, the admitted numbers. It's a lot higher than that. I mean, literally, I was at the store today, grocery store, and there was a pack of chicken drumsticks. And there was one pack left that they hadn't changed the price on. It was $4.92. I picked it up, and all the other packages were over $9. Some were $10 because they weighed just a little bit more or something. Exact same package, exact same amount, same weight. They missed the one there. It was still the old price of $4.92, and the other ones were 9 something. That's almost a 100% markup. Insane. Basically is it's $4.92, so some of them were right around $10 mark. That's 100% markup. That's leading into hyperinflation kind of numbers almost. I mean, it's getting bad. So I'm responsible. I have my money all in the bank. Be careful with that, especially if you have a lot of money in the bank. It can get really dangerous. So again, you need to look into this thing yourself. I'm not telling anybody what to do, but when you learn about the true economy and how things really work, you look and you see what are trends. Trends, when things start to trend, and you see right now something is very cheap. There's a big supply, not much demand. But you look out into the future and you say, wait a second, there's a demand coming here. Platinum is used in fertilizer, as well as all this green technology stuff. There's a huge fertilizer shortage right now. Think about it, okay? Something to really think about, something to pray about. If you have some money in savings and whatever else, consider it. Make the decision yourself. But I just wanted to put this out there as kind of a way to say to people, this is something to look into. Just something to think about. You know that your dollars are going to go down. Okay, this thing right here, the dollar is going to buy less and less as time goes by. It's paper, you know, and if you take that one and this one, I have two pieces of paper right here. What's the difference between the two? It's the same piece of paper, just different types of ink. And the Federal Reserve says, well, this one here on the top is worth 100, this one down here is worth 1. Think about that. Okay, hold up a $100 worth of gold or silver or platinum, and then $1 worth of gold, or gold, silver, platinum, and you'll see the difference. It's not some kind of an irresponsible thing to think about other ways to invest your money and whatever else. I'm just telling people, look into some other options, because the banks are definitely not secure. And I really think that a good way to fight the central bank digital currencies with the social credit score that they have coming is if people would get into things like precious metals and start to barter and trade with it. All right, I think that would be a great way to fight it. That would really mess up their system and slow down the mark of the beast from coming in, because that's ultimately what they're trying to plan with all the digital currencies out there. So that's going to be it. I haven't really heard, you know, some of the bigger channels that I watch with the economic stuff, I haven't heard a whole lot of talk about this, but just looking at the cost of platinum being half of what gold is, and then realizing that platinum is, the demand for it's going to really surge here in the future, might be something to consider. So that is going to be it. Thank you for watching.